Welcome to the 6th Moving Up ceremony and the first virtual exercises of the 4th batch of senior high graduates at Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Education's current learning program is brand new to us. We're all adjusting our strategies for dealing with the pandemic situation. As a result, we Filipinos have earned the reputation of being fighters. Despite the pandemic, we continue to fight for the high-quality education that we all deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the entrance of this institution's pillars. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and beneficent, we shall now begin this year's festivities. We heartily invite everyone to the Praise 6 Moving Up ceremony and the 4th cohort of graduates from the Senior High School Department. Our greetings go out to the proud parents of the completers and candidates for graduation, as well as the institution's pillars, the teachers and staff, and the schools in charge, Dr. Norminda M. Limpao. Ladies and gentlemen, you are mostly welcome for sparing your time, which is valuable and full of joy and Allah's blessings. We extend our arms wide open to greet you with open arms for your comfort and celebration. It's much better to begin today's event with the Quran. Let us invoke Allah's presence through the reading of the Holy Quran, which will be done by Ustads Alinor. For everyone who shares today's moment of joy, the national anthem will be sung shortly after that, to be led by Ma'am Raiden June.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم أصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا وأصلح لنا آخرتنا الذي عليها معادنا واجعل لنا في قلبنا غلا للذين آمنوا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم بارك على يومنا هذا للطلاب العلم. اللهم افتح لنا أبواب رحمتك وأبواب مغفرتك وأبواب الجنة كالفردوس الأعلى يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا يا الله يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Sinamanan, alam ng puso, sa naging buhay. Lupang hinilang, bulan ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di mo masisiyo. Sa nagkakang tula, sa simulat, sa daming kong mga, ang nagkakang tula at awit sa pagkayang pinamahan. Ang islang ng wala, ako'y tagumpay na nalilig. Ang ikuling katanong na kailan ang may nagtilig. Luwan ang araw ng ang sila ay naging sa piling mo. Ang ligaya na may makakit sa mga kailang dahil sa'yo.
The regional hymn and the Llano del Norte song are then performed.
Diyos sa iyong Mindanao mabuhay, kay mahal na mong natawan. Mauswagon, masidakon, malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpapiling taning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon. Isa ka nung nagugmaan magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, Mindanao mong natawan. Isago sa pamantaliman, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, Mindanao mong natawan. Isago sa pamantaliwan, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahirusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
In any academic field, we began our journeys with mountains of faith and confidence, as well as gratitude and charity from our beloved institution. Let us hear Dr. Norminda M. Limpao, School in Charge of Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School, offer the introductory remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The COVID-19 pandemic had shaken the lives of every individual. It does not only affect the economy of the world but also the program, projects, and activities of every sectors of Philippine government. Schools have been one of the major affected institutions as students and faculty was forced to take a break as precautionary measure to the said pandemic. We have been under enhanced community quarantine, general community quarantine, and even modified ACQ for a long time. Our face-to-face class session had been stopped. Schools' activities has been suspended, and the school year 2019-2020 have put to an end. Alhamdulillah, we have completed this school year, even though we are not together physically. We still celebrating together through this virtual graduation. This is the new normal, and adhering to this a proof that despite of these difficulties, we can still rejoice our completion program. Safety is our utmost priority. Let's tap your shoulder for enduring and remaining steadfast at these tough times. So much with this pandemic, I wish to congratulate everyone for completing the school year. It is indeed a difficult times as things are not the way it used to be. But despite of that, here we are, one step closer in reaching our goals. Dear graduates, remember the steps: dream, believe, see it, tell it, plan it, work it, and enjoy it. As you embark on a new chapter of your life, take more lead, dream, be a better son or daughter to your parents and a better sisters or brothers to your siblings. Be a better friend, be a better version of your you. What lies beyond the school can be very challenging and tough. But all of these are nothing to a person who is dedicated and hardworking. For the parents of the graduating students, I urge you to support the dreams of your son or daughter. Lend them with all necessary support, and thank you so much for not giving up them. Guide them to the right path and be the one beneath their wings. I wish to express my warmest congratulations to batch 2020 to 2021 for doing a great job. Keep it up, and remember that you have your parents and family to support you, and especially the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Put Allah the center of everything. Certainly nothing could go wrong. Alhamdulillah, together we will fight COVID-19. Stay safe, and this is too shall pass. Congratulations and thank you so much.
To set the tone for the rest of the afternoon, let us welcome the Mangadap Najma, who will provide the welcome address.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On behalf of the entire batch of 2021, I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School. I want to thank all the parents, family, and friends for their love and utmost support, as well as to the members of PRICE faculty and staff for their guidance and patience. Most especially to our school principal, Dr. Norminda M. Limpao. We all know how difficult this school year has been for each one of us. However, we still made it, and now it is our time to witness our success. I extend my warmest congratulations to all graduates. May God preserve us and guide us for our next journey. Once again, thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
According to Arab philosophy, whomever is older in a day is wiser in a year. This is why we are advised to listen to the wisdom of the elders. At this point, let us be encouraged by our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtoles Briones, Regional Director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, Schools Division Superintendent, Edelberto L. Opinarias, graduation message.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings. and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because we are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Isang maalab at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon, sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape, and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rites, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real, and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng buong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
Greetings. It was never in our wildest dreams that one day we'll be forced to close our schools to protect you, dear learners, from the pandemic. I know that what happened in March last year, when we had to forego the commencement exercises after President Rodrigo Roa Duterte announced that the country was placed under the state of calamity, saddened those who were supposed to proudly receive their diploma certificate of completion with their parents who waited for this precious moment that marked as an important milestone in their lives. This year, despite the health crisis that we are still facing, we decided to conclude the school year by holding the virtual graduation to recognize the sacrifices you put into the years of school work. This is the department's way of celebrating with you your success. Their graduates, completers. This year's closing exercises with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic is a historic occasion signifying our victory as we have succeeded in pursuing our mantra of sulong edukalidad and in fulfilling our duty as mandated by the Philippine Constitution, and that is to protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels, and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. Indeed, COVID-19 caught us off guard, but your teachers and school heads did not stop performing their tasks and finding ways to make education continue even if it means sacrificing their own safety so that you will have quality, equitable, and culture-based education that will liberate you from the bondage of illiteracy because they truly believe that you are the hope of this country. Allow me therefore to pay tribute to all DepEd Division of Lanao del Norte officials, school heads, teachers, and parents for painstakingly working day and night to ensure that you are given the opportunity to learn and finish basic education. This pandemic has indeed brought out the best in all of us because we have become more resourceful, resilient, steadfast, and innovative in our desire to deliver a strengthened quality education through distance learning modalities. In fact, the division managed to put in place programs that have improved our processes and systems. My special recognition goes to our very own Provincial Governor, Imelda Quebranza de Mapuro, Congressman Abdullah D. de Mapuro, Congressman Muhammad Khalid Quebranza de Mapuro, and all the provincial board members, municipal and barangay officials, the officers and members of the Parent Teachers Association, and all other government and non-government organizations for being instrumental in the provision of equipment, gadgets, materials, and funding support for the full implementation of this division's basic education learning continuity plan. To all of you graduates and completers, warmest congratulations. You deserve this accolade because despite numerous difficulties you have encountered along the way, you persevered and succeeded. May this victory serve as your stepping stone to become better in every way, to be more productive, disciplined, and to be ready for the world of work. And as you leave the portals of your alma mater, take advantage of the knowledge and skills you have gained to pursue your dreams and aspirations in life. And always remember, your teachers and all those who played a dynamic role of educating you with a heart. Again, my salute.
According to the words of the Prophet Muhammad, human souls are like soldiers, bounded by brotherhood and friendship. Those who meet on the same wisdom become friends, while those who repel each other will end up in enmity. We have reached the formalization of our moving up and graduation ceremonies as the school head, Dr. Norminda M. Limpao, finally presents the completers from the junior high school department. Shortly after, the ever-coveted confirmation shall be given in response by the school's division superintendent, Edelberto L. Oplinaria.
To our school division superintendent, Dr. Edelberto L. Oplinaria, CISO 5. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for moving up ceremony for school year 2020-2021 of Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School, of whom 140 are male and 184 are female. A total of 324 completers. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the revised basic education curriculum prescribed by the Bureau of Secondary Education, Department of Education. May I therefore request you to confirm their moving up rites ceremony.
By the authority vested in me as the school's Division Superintendent of the Division of Lanao del Norte, and as the representative of Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary of the Department of Education, and having been represented and certified by the school head that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education, that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the junior high school curriculum, I now confirm you completers for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Allah rewards only those who have put in the effort. Parents, you will soon witness the fruits of your children's labor. They've sown and they'll reap today, and all happiness is within their reach. Their success crowns are now fastened to their heads adorned with gems. Everything appears to be in order. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've all been waiting for, the graduation announcement and awarding ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the grade 10 completers, batch 2020-2021 of Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School. Grade 10 Result A. Under the advisory class of Ms. Mujahida D. Gimba. Abdul Majid D. Didaagan with high honor. Ashrib M. Galmak. Benjamin M. Ibrahim. Muhammad Hanif M. Makasimpan. Haron S. Sarip with high honor. Yusri T. Tangote. Norhidaya M. Abidin. Norhana E. Akob with high honor. Alaini L. Amin. Norhaila M. Kabib with honor. Asnifa B. Kaura with high honor. Sheila May L. Kayon. Raika S. Didaagan with high honor. Saida A. Gamal. Samsia S. Hasim. Nasrifa M. Lagindab. Nafisa M. Limpaw. Nasrima T. Makakuha with honor. Siti Aira M. Makasimpan with honor. Asnaya S. Maguyag with honor. Norhanifa D. Manangkawal. Norjana P. Mailao. Hakima A. Muhammad Ali with honor. Raima D. Nasser. Nasbiya O. Sultan. Fatma Hafsa D. Tahir with honor. Noraima U. Wal. Grade 10 Result B under the advisory class of Najma D. Dumaob. Hamdani A. Kamar. Brian M. Didaagan. Hamdani B. Liwa. Najib H. Makoro. Madali S. Magumnang. Salamat S. Mama. Jamin M. Mansawi. Hakim M. Mao. Hakim D. Rasid. Almayra M. Abdullah. Sitihaya S. Amirol. Isnaila A. Jamal. Johanny P. Junaid, Norkisa S. Kadapi, Monaisa M. Makakana with honor, Rakima C. Makalangkom, Pamela S. Makasilam with honor, Laini B. Magidala, Nizrin A. Manda, Asmira L. Mardi, Rainisa C. Pascal, Jennifer S. Pepito, Jalila M. Ramulo, Asnipa R. Safra, Grade 10 Mabini A under the advisory class of Miss Aslia G. Banton. Akil M. Amir, Basnor B. Bashir, Nadir P. Binatara, Amrosi H. Daud, Binor I. Haji Karim, Farhan B. Makakana, Al-Mujib S. Makapaar, Norsaif P. Mailao, Saidomar B. Usman, Asnia G. Abdullah, Asnaida M. Abul, Asmin M. Amantar with honor, Rohanifa M. Amir, Hanifa B. Asim, Naja U. Palayo, Asnia B. Kaura, Noraima A. Dali, Arifa D. Dalupang, Nisrin R. Dama, Nafisa M. Bidaagan with honor, Asrina A. Dilna, Hayla M. Dimangadap with honor, Alanisa M. Gote, Ashima M. Makadaab, Amnaira H. Magumnang, Juhameya M. Moads, Aina N. Musa, Amrina D. Naga with honor, Najma B. Najir with honor, Johanny S. Simbanataw, Rasmia M. Sohaili, Grade 10 Mabini B under the advisory class of Miss Fatma M. Jamali, Amrosi B. Haji Aziz with honor, Sudais D. Dimaari, Arafat M. Dimakangan, Hisam E. Gimba, Silwin Ray E. Lariba, Janudin H. Magumnang, Muhammad D. Mali, Alyasir R. Mali, Amrosin M. Parok, Jelila P. Baya, Aima O. Didaagan, Norjana L. Gundel, Norhanifa R. Jamail, Rasida M. Jamail, Aklima D. Kasanali, Akisa M. Laut, Johaima M. Laut, Asnia G. Mama, Amani G. Manalao, Nastrima A. Mitoon, Sahara M. Namar with honor, Nasbia M. Suwaib, Almayra O. Sukud, Grade 10 Aquino A under the advisory class of Miss Asraida D. Mikawayan, Yusuf A. Bashir, Hadrani A. Binatara, Suhaimin M. Birol with honor, Rahman G. Daud, Muhammad M. Didaagan, Hamsani O. Ismail, Asraf G. Khalid, Sahrani S. Makapaar, Alwin P. Mali, Aminuddin B. Malik, Hamzawi A. Mimbalawag, Naila M. Abdul, Sunaya M. Abdul Karim, Asnima I. Khairuddin, Rohana B. Aga, Liza B. Apinao, Najira M. Bani, Jamira B. Dali, Monli T. De la Serna, Siti Nermin P. Dimangadap, Minailin H. Ismail with honor, Tohaila M. Mangutara with honor. Grade 10 Aquino B. under the advisory class of Ms. Norjihan M. Lantud, Abdul Halim B. Ali, Rahan M. Kasat, Arif D. Dalupa, Abdul Rafi U. Dilna, Janisa M. Akmali, Najira M. Nadir, Aslima M. Bangon, Amnaira L. Barangkat, Armida B. Dimaro, Amila B. Jamail, Judian S. Jihadi, Norhana C. Mangutara, Baisara P. Tomara. Grade 10 Bonifacio A. under the advisory class of Ms. Jamila S. Ambon, Asrin A. Alimatar, Amir, Hanif B. Andog, Ryan M. Kasad, Muhammad Ryan M. Dimaampaw, Amjad M. Disal, Muhammad Ayran D. Ibra, Sainuddin A. Gamal, Binor M. Ibrahim, Binor M. Makaumbang, Asnia O. Arola, Raimisa B. Khalil, Rasmia B. Khalil, Alamina N. Kasim, C. Lokman, Alaina B. Dimalna, Shahania H. Kimal. Grade 10 Bonifacio B. under the advisory class of Ms. Normila M. Sukod, Abdul Rahman M. Makarapar, Muhammad Benjamin H. Makaarik, Juhaimin M. Makatoon, Asraf H. Makoro, Amiluddin G. Mala, Hasanor M. Manda, Aratok Jr. P. Mailao, Amjazer A. Montila, Johair D. Muslimin, Khalid P. Mote, Naif Jr. T. Patara, Naim M. Pened, Nabil M. Sanggakala, Johara M. Khairuddin, Najira C. Makatoon, Janisa C. Mali, Jihada P. Omar, Norlaini M. Pened, Najira G. Tangkowal.
And now, Dr. Norminda M. Limpao formally presents the graduates from the Senior High School Department and shall be confirmed by the school's Division Superintendent Edalberto L. Oplinaria.
Dr. Edalberto L. Oplinaria, CISO5, School Division Superintendent. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation for school year 2020-2021 of Pantao Ragat Agro-Industrial High School, of whom 70 are male and 114 are female, a total of 184 students. I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the revised basic education curriculum prescribed by the Bureau of Secondary Education, Department of Education. May I therefore request you to confirm their graduation.
By the authority vested in me as the school's Division Superintendent of the Division of Lanao del Norte, and as the representative of Leonor Magtolis Briones, Secretary of the Department of Education, and having been represented and certified by the school head that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education, that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the senior high school curriculum, I now confirm you graduates for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
The graduates from the General Academic Track. Amirel Paiko Anwar, with honor. Nur Hassan Abbas Api. Yasser Manguranda Bani. Arham Pado Bashir. Christian Jor Andam Bukan. Joshua Ponce Chavez. Hafiz Naga Didaagan. Abdul Bari Galma Kalik. Ayran Arobinto Murad, with honor. Hussein Mangutara Simbanataw, with honor. Rajib Mangutara Tangkowal. Jamalia Mama Barat, with honor. Isnaira Takabor Kasan. Najmia Gondol Kosain. Divine Cristoria Desierto. Jahanisa Makno Dibangkitan, with honor. Rupaisa Haji Rakim Haji Amir. Reham Zaina Makabanding Haji Eksan, with honor. Norpia Salimbot Kadapi. Shalia Poblete Mabaning, with honor. Raimona Manalao Paruk. Asnaida Manalao Rataban. Yesha Aira Tumawis Tangote. Anisa Barazar Usman. Rehan M. Akraman. Muhammad D. Bani. Hesham M. Dimangadap. Alinor S. Haji Samad. Muhammad Farhan M. Jamail. Hamdani D. Mangonte. Jamal P. Maylao. Jovail S. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Sadiq M. Mustafa, Muhammad Hizam P. Orintar, Abdil Benjamin M. Paned, Norlaini P. Ahmad, Asnia M. Amantar with honor, Jamima B. Didaagan, Hosnia M. Dimangadap with honor, Amira B. Haji Aziz, Shalia B. Ibrahim, Ruhaima Haji Ismael with honor, Samia B. Madayan, Nihaya M. Maki, Suraya S. Mama with honor, Aspia A. Manguranda with honor, Normila A. Nasruddin with honor, Kailani M. Said with honor. The graduates from the Accountancy, Business and Management track. Mangutara Johan Imam, Mangutara Jumari Pulayagan, Bashir Banari Rasuman, Flores Angel, Ibrahim Jamila Tangkowan, Mama Mosripa Makumbao, Mamko Nasripa Panganting, Mangonte Roslaini Didaagan with honor, Manguranda Norhata Disumimba with honor, Radto Nasrifa Lagi with honor, Radto Norhanifa Lagi with honor, Taha Janipa Tibor with honor, Usman Nahara Sari with honor. Gumagadong Amer Bagkorot, Nor Najib Ali Dumao, Said Janalan Mahmud, Samad Osama Bashir, Mali Mutilan Salimbot, Farhan Mikawayan, Punsuan Aina Maylao, Ahmad Saliha Gumama, Amron Siti Aini Pandapatan, Binasing Sahani Udaw, Karis Johanna Langko, Didaagan Jalila Sarip, Didaagan Jamila Sarip, Khalil Raihana Bagoma, Mabaning Princess Alia Makabidar with honor, Mangutara Norhuda Sultan, Muntawar Norjana Muraki, Muslimin Normalia Mangutara, Tomali Amani Oba. The graduates from the Technical Vocational Livelihood track. Naim Didaato, Muhader Gandamato with honor, Amrusi Mangutara, Arafat Sarip, Jamal Montila, Nor Ayman Ontong, Junaina G. Ali with honor, Asnia Khairuddin, Janisa Karim, Nor Ain Dali, Najma Dimangadap with highest honor, Dariday Gabriel with honor, Nor Laika Gundon, Nasrima Ismayatin, Hanifa Manguranda, Norhata Maulana, Omaida Ontong with honor, Norhamida Panara, Alia Radtu, Siti Alia Sanggakala. A guest is someone who should be treated with respect. This is how Muslims see it as well. A legitimate guest is not someone who comes from outside the group. He is the truest sense among us. According to the Prophet Muhammad words, welcoming a nice visitor who can help you grow in your faith and progress is a positive thing. We are incredibly honored that our occasion will be graced by a person of exceptional good acts.
Let us all pay attention to Police Lieutenant Abdullah Mangutara Simbanato's words.
Before I start, I would like to greet each and every one of you a pleasant day and assalamu alaikum. First of all, congratulations to all of you. You should be very, very proud of yourselves for accomplishing this goal, this milestone in your life. I know that each and every one of you is very excited to get your hands on your diplomas and search for the best schools out there that suits you the best. To the families of those graduating and earning certifications, congratulations to you, and you should know that your support through this process made an enormous impact into their success. I'm sure you're very proud of your graduates as they close this portion of their lives and prepare for the next steps in finding and traversing their own path in their new chapter in life. I hope you keep supporting them and never get tired of them until they achieve their dreams in life. Graduation is one of those steps in life that defines the coming of age, the ending of one chapter of life as a high school student, and moving on to the new stage in which you will step into college. I'm sure many of you have firm plans and have a good idea of what comes next. Some of you have a pretty good idea of what path to choose, and some of you might still be confused on what to choose. And also, I'm sure some of you is still afraid to step into college due to some personal reasons. But rest assured, everything will be fine as long as you have a firm determination. Based on my experiences, there are 3 major obstacles that you might encounter in your school career, so you should be careful of it. The first one is the financial problem. Poverty may be harsh, but there are tons of scholarship out there waiting for you to grab. During my college days, I did not rely on my family. I grabbed every scholarship that I know. I even joined the advanced ROTC just to get incentives every month to cover my tuition fee. I did not let myself be a burden to my family. I sacrificed my youth days just to join the Philippine National Police Academy. And by Allah's grace, I graduated there and earned a degree of Bachelor of Science and Public Safety through hard work and sheer determination. Another problem you will eventually encounter is the doubters. I know not all the persons you know is happy to see you achieve your success. Some will do their best to drag you down. They keep discouraging you, saying you can't make it, you can't do it, you don't have what it takes to do it. And they will do everything in their very best to keep your morale low. Prove them wrong. Don't take it as a negative, and instead take it as a challenge that will mold you to even more determined to achieve your goal. The third obstacle you might encounter is mistakes. Don't be afraid to commit mistakes. A baby should need to learn how to crawl first before they can walk. Mistake is the first attempt in learning. Mistakes is a stepping stone. They will teach you to be a better version of yourself. So don't be afraid of it. Embrace it and learn from it. These obstacles is but a few to the many problems that you will encounter, but don't be afraid. Face it and let it become a spices that will make your success sweeter than ever. Life doesn't usually follow the plans you lay out for yourself. You will all experience the highs and lows of life, the difficulties and the easy. And unfortunately, there may sometimes be times of too many difficulties and just not enough smooth sailing. Your true success will be defined by how you handle both of these times. Let me leave you with these thoughts from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. You are now armed with one of the most important tools needed to forge your path ahead. It's not the diploma itself that counts. It's about what you've learned along the way and what you do with the educations you've gotten into your journey to graduations today. Your future is in your hands. No one else sees this opportunity. Best of luck, and may Allah bless you in all your future endeavors.
Dear graduates, we shall see each other again in places where you have achieved all you desire and in Allah's will. We shall see each other in His paradise. Before we say our goodbyes, let us listen to our graduates sing the graduation song.
Just like all the seasons, never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break the chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's meant for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Yesterday has come and gone, and I've learned how to live it with this. I see that I was wrong. Forever doubting I could win. Oh, just like all the seasons, never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's meant for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Have to try to have regrets, so I'm learning now to live it in the past and try to forget. Only have one life to live, so you better make the best of it. I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's meant for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins.
Our graduates will face new challenges and opportunities tomorrow, which will put their abilities as people to the test even harder. May they remember this time in their lives with pleasure and pride as they continue on their path. Thank you very much, graduates, and best wishes to you and your parents. Our fourth virtual senior high school graduation has come to a conclusion. This is your host, Faisa Bato, saying the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Keep safety in mind and remain at home. Congratulations and mabuhay!